When I was starting out as a potter, profile ribs really helped me with my consistency. They're kind of like training wheels, making sure I get the perfect form every time. But profile ribs aren't just for beginners. They're helpful anytime you want to sell a lot of something or you want to sell something online. I remember watching YouTube videos from several large potteries up in the Midwest. They had like 5 potters and they'd just be ripping out these vessels so fast. But at the end of every throw, they would reach and they'd grab some sort of a tool and they would perfect their almost perfect vessels. And I was like, what is that tool? And I looked everywhere online, I couldn't find any of them. So I started 3D printing them and calling them profile ribs. Now, when it comes to profile ribs, the 2 most important questions are, is it rigid and does it float? Now, in pottery, a lot of ribs are made out of flexible material that'll bend, thin metal, rubber. And these have a lot of practical applications in pottery, but not for profile ribs. Profile ribs need to be rigid, made out of some hard material like wood or plastic. If your profile rib bends, it's going to distort your form. Hollow plastic and wood are what I like to throw with because they will float in your water bucket. I hate fishing around the bottom of my slop bucket looking for my ribs and my tools. Doing that each time wastes a ton of time, and in the case of these thin metal ribs, it's kind of dangerous for your fingers. Here are a few tips when working with profile ribs. Pull up the cylinder to the full height of the rib first. You can check your height by putting your profile rib next to your cylinder. Next, make sure you keep the walls wet, especially the outside wall. If your walls get too dry, you can actually dig into the side of your pot. Now, if that happens, don't worry. Just put your tool down, take a few revolutions to reform your pot, and try again. Lastly, if you have excess height at the top, or if your lip is slightly uneven, you can either cut it off or fold it over onto itself. I'm really excited potters are enjoying these profile ribs. They're a great way to get the consistency you need for production pottery or for selling online. If you have any questions, please ask me in the space for questions below and we'll get those answered. At Outpost Pottery, our goal is to help you become a better potter by providing you with innovative and practical tools. I'm MJ at Outpost Pottery. Thanks for watching and keep on learning.